Okay, good. Switch it off, switch it off, switch it off. Alright, let's get rolling before the cat goes crazy. Okay. So mini pumpkin, big pumpkin. Oh, hi, Sam. Hey, Ghost Train, how's it going? Or was that match? Nope, that was definitely the same. Ah, yep. The Pumpkin Army assembles. Gonna be a short stream today. I've got some other stuff going on pretty soon, but I want to make sure I at least put some time in on the projects because they're not getting done if I don't do anything on them. I really hate this look. It's way too dark. I'm a little worried that this is, if I flip it over and try to put weight on it, it may start to mash into the clay. Oh yeah. I think we're not going to be able to use this one today. We're probably going to have to give it at least another 24 hours. All this thick clay is really killing its ability to dry, sadly. But hey, I'll take the quarantine life. Quarantine life has been pretty danged easy. Easy, simple, mostly friendly. Just trying to make sure we don't have any mold penetrating in there. Actually, one thing we can do is we can do some highlighting around the eyes and other spots. Assuming this little whipper-womper here doesn't flip. I do want my eyes highlighted. I always like my eyes highlighted. I can tell my first forays into the worminess and flattening were also a little bit less clay intensive. I also kind of want to cover up some spots here. Hi, Sam Hain. How you doing? You done leaving hairballs all over the place? What's up, Fur Breath? Go for it. Come on, Fur Breath. Hi, how are you? What's up? What are you doing? You're really right up in my face today, aren't you? No, I did not. A surprise visit from our furball, who is very hungry. What are you doing? All right. There's nothing he can get into back there, so he's all right. Hey, Trouble. Ooh, what are you doing? You're lucky my hands aren't all sticky yet. Oh boy. No, there's no food around here. Absolutely zero food. You little wumpscut. Let him walk all over the everything. All right. Where else did this didn't quite cover the way I wanted to. It's pretty good. Not too bad, Cuttlebone. I am just getting a short broadcast done today because I've got some online gaming scheduled for later. I wanted to make sure I had things done because that'll probably keep me occupied until late in the evening. I've got Prince going downstairs, staying busy as usual. Hey, Danielle. Nice. We're about to get a snowstorm this weekend. That should be fine. Good. Good to see you doing all right, Cuttlebone. All right. Got that good. Let's see if we can shut that off. Enough. Yep, just a nice short stream to get some work done. All right, let's get some highlighting going on. Let's give our boy here some identity. Probably should have hit that area with some sauce, but it'll be all right. No problem, John. I'm actually drawing up a list right now of the next official videos that I need to produce. Always happy to be making stuff. Covered. We're going to have a pumpkin mache update video since the other ones are now like 4 years old. We're going to have a my first pumpkin video, and I want to make a how to scare for yard haunters video. All right. Those are interesting, Ghost Train. Very interesting. It's a different way of doing it. Did you solve your lighting issues? Awesome. I usually go with milk jug plastic when I need translucency. It's cloudy and I can form it with the heat gun. Less clay. Everybody did, choo-choo. Yeah, I want to get this guy some personality. Regular carved parts are nice, but the whole point of doing a mache pumpkin is the fact that I don't have to be two-dimensional. Oh, not too bad. Trying to get all my prints going. Finding out what I really need for a lot of these fingers. Because like I've assembled the parts. I'm on a plastic right now that takes longer to print, which has been ticking me off. Normally it takes like 12 hours. This current one takes like 19 or 15, which is, I know it's not that much shorter, but you're already waiting a while. And it also needs a higher temperature. It's a new bunch of stuff. Mush in there, I don't like. So dealing with that. Not a biggie, but let's just start smaller. I can always scale up if I want. Yep. Well, the nice thing is the company sent me notice that my next printer has shipped, and as soon as it gets here, my production capacity will double, which I am absolutely ecstatic about. So I can have two things printing at once. Just thinking about this guy's ultimate construction, he's probably going to need, I may go 1-inch pipe everywhere with him just to see. Oh, how we start off the pumpkin heads? Yeah, we're having a good time with it. To be honest with you, this isn't huge creativity. This is just what I've done with every other pumpkin. But pumpkins need personality, so I don't like leaving them as flat. Gotta get your eye arches in there and accentuate a lot of the features. Because you can. Okay. All right, let's see here. That'll fix down with the sauce. And it's a little overcast outside here too. I'm with you. Rain's never fun, especially when it's starting to get on spring. Everybody's kind of hoping for nicer weather. And you end up with more crud. I certainly would. Sounds like you got a golden opportunity there, Danielle. Get all that you can while you can. You're getting there. How's it going with you? Late for winter, not in the North Country. In fact, I'm not even in the North Country anymore. I'm so used to saying that. Not in, I guess, New York State is the new catchphrase. So you'd like to think it was late for winter, but no. It's not. It's fine. We're going to get this guy. Even more set. Yeah, I know up here it's going to be a fair amount of snow. There won't be a ton of accumulation, but there'll be enough to make us all go, oh, frickin' hell, come on. All right. Let me guess. I forgot to put my sauce brush in water. Whoops. Always do that. Ugh. There we go. Oh well. Should be dry and loose enough for Adding another load of sauce. Sounds like a plan, Ghost. Not a half bad one. I don't necessarily mind snow, but the time for snow is over. Time for snow is long over. We are part of that year, part of the year at least, where the buds are coming out. Spring is waking up all the plants. It's supposed to be that time, not the time to be gone. Yes, and another 10 inches of snow. That kind of crap's just crazy. This is going to be a tough. Maybe not that tough. Gotta really heavily sauce the top. That's surprising. I would have thought Vermont would have gotten more of a winter. Though the Vermont doesn't usually catch the lake effect snow bands that New York does. Yeah. Well, spring's supposed to be here, Choo Choo. I just don't think it's quite gotten the memo. There's buds on the trees, but that's about the only real sign. All right, I'm going to call that okay for now. Close enough. Yeah, I'm in a similar boat when it comes to sneezing. The trees are all starting to release pollen around here, and consequently, I've been in a bit of a snuffleupagus for a while. Hasn't been too bad because I'm on a ton of allergy meds, but it's definitely one of those. I notice something is different, and not in the pleasant way. Ooh. Yeah, there is that. With all the COVID, if you look like you're sick in any way, everybody goes, "Oh my God, have you got the AIDS?" No. All right, there's a start. We'll see about after this dries, giving him a little bit more personality. Yeah, I don't think he's going to need any bigger fangs. I think he's already in pretty good shape. I'll let him continue to dry. Set him at a better weight angle. He's not part of any costume, no. He is going to be the head for the next Pumpkin Sentinel. Hey, Carolyn, how's it going? What's up in the world? All right, this time I'm going to make sure that this gets in water, even if it's going in this water right here, right now. I'm not going to get another iron brush. Okay. Yep, it's going to go on to one of... Move this stuff, move this stuff, move this stuff, move this stuff. It's going to go on to one of these. reservoir to draw. I can use that. That's no problem. Just make sure it's slightly tipped. Or I have that other one. Actually, I have two other ones, but that other one is like water. So, oh, this one's fresh. I don't like watery acrylics. Perfect removal. Left that tiny plastic layer. It's probably going to take a few coats. That's going to be a tutorial. Yeah, Pumpkin Sentinel, eventually we will do a full tutorial on. The one I'm doing right now is the pre-tutorial prototype, just to make sure we've got all of our methods and shenanigans down before we do the actual full tutorial. Because when you do a full tutorial, everything's got to be correct. I mean, painting technique, all I'm doing right now is get the paint on. I am afraid that if I do a dry brush, it's going to splatter whatever I'm dry brushing onto the witchwood, and it's going to look like garbage. So we're going to start off with just a layer or two of orange, see what we like, and then go from there. I do want his head to be very, very bright and pumpkin-y to counterpoint his darker body. A guy I was chatting to from Vegas he did a dry brush on his witchwood to highlight it. I'm kind of waiting back to see what he used on his witchwood, because I might try to replicate that and see if it can bring out any more detail. I'm guessing he just did like a light brown. Do whatever you want, Choo Choo. Thanks, Melissa. Thank you very much. Hey, Wayne, how's it going? It's going to be a good start, I think. It's going to take some painting, though. Both in terms of coverage and detail. Hey, Cameron, how's it going, man? You need to make sure you start getting some biology work into me. So far, I got squat from you. Been awake for a while, Pro? I gotta remember, getting orange on the witchwood is fine. Totally fine. Hey, you can be on YouTube all you want. But you do need to know that work needs doing. I only got a couple folks who are on my list for things not done. Sadly, our buddy Cameron is one of them. But normally he's pretty good, so I know he's going to get his work done. Really? It's possible. I actually found that when I went to Walmart looking for craft supplies, it was a similar story. A lot of their shelves were very, very much empty. I'm kind of surprised that Lowe's is out as well, but yeah, it's one of those surprised, not surprised kind of deals. So how's it going otherwise, Cameron? How's life in quarantine? Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Like I said, you're usually pretty good. I figured you'd get it. It's only going to be a couple people who aren't going to pass this year, though. That'll be the ones who get squat in. Those folks are already kind of in the hole anyway. All right, almost there with the sun. Excellent. Glad it's not too bad for you. Oh, come here. Oh. I've had that happen to me a couple of times, bro. In a way, though, getting back into a regular schedule I always find is nice. At the end of summer, when my schedule is completely trounced, I get back to work and it's kind of good getting a routine again. Let's see here. Do I dare go in there? Yeah, I think he'll need 2 coats. I'm kind of tempted to throw maybe a brown wash on him. We'll see. See how much end game darkening he needs. Gotcha. I see you there, Melissa. I wish everybody lived close by. Could all have a heck of a haunt. Every year would be a massive Halloween to remember. The eyes, nose, their effects are all done with cotton. They're really not too tough to do, Wayne. There's free software out there called OBS that'll see you through. I started streaming with OBS myself. It's going to ask you for a stream key, which YouTube has somewhere buried in your settings. And when you put that in there, then it'll start streaming to your channel. And you got to make sure nobody gets a hold of your stream key. Because if they do, they can stream to your channel. Presumably. I've never done that myself, but I see no reason why you can't. I know Facebook, or actually YouTube's got like a button there where you can just be like, stream now, and it'll, whatever video device you got up and running, it'll start working with. That's good to hear. It's not too bad, Carolyn. Well, that was just a side effect there, Melissa. Side effect of not having to be anywhere. I have a feeling at some point I'll probably roll back to late nights. But I'm doing Zoom classes with my co-teacher for special ed right now, so I have to be up for those. And in a way, I'm very glad to be up for those too. You know, I'm half sad I didn't paint the head first. Because cradling this boy is going to get real old real quick. Sounds good, Melissa. Be aware this is probably going to be a short stream today, so don't know how long I will be on. Cats normally get fed around 4. I'm meeting some folks online at 7 and want time to make sure everything is set up. So, FYI. I may also have to do a little bit of a break on this guy just because I need to do these small areas in the front of his face, but it's going to be a lot harder to do that while I have to not touch any other part because the paint's still wet. Yeah, that's the splatter I'm worried about. Hey, Q, how's it going? All right, I'm not touching that part until I can rotate him more without fear of paint splatter. Thanks, Q. We're definitely expanding the scope of it over quarantine here. Expanding it massively. Ugh. Okay. Let's just do some more broad stroke stuff to get the rest colored. We'll do the delicate parts of the face a little bit later. And I really would love to do a yellow dry brush on him, but I am really afraid of that splatter. What we may do is we may try doing a yellow dry brush towards the back. Come here, paint. And if that splatters, then whoopie frickin' do, because nobody will see that spot. But that'll give us the information about how much paint splatter we get and how dangerous it is to the overall project. All right, let's let him dry for a bit. Let's get this paint off of there. Let's let him dry for a bit. Oh. 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 All right. And I feel like still painting, so let's get the Unhallowed sign. Done. Probably ought to bring that back down. There we go. I gotta change this water out badly. We got an orange creamsicle in there. Oh yeah. I also want to get going on the crown. That should be ready for paint now. It's had 2 layers of varnish. Some of it at the bottom won't be dry because that always freaking happens. Always get drips with varnish. Nice. Well, that guy in the interwebs was right on the money. I don't feel any ridge marks when I slide my finger along, except in areas where I kind of miscoated a little bit. That is a really nice finish for 3D prints. Really nice finish. Okay. Should probably probably put on the sigil. You know what? We'll paint it first, and then we'll put on the sigil. Let's be smart. But first, I want to get the unhallowed sign done. That doesn't look shaken up enough. There, better. Pop. I said pop. There we go. Well, that coat's like garbage. Damn. My brush isn't even watery either. Yeah, this will go quick then. To be honest with you, I hadn't really decided. I was thinking I might stick it to the back over there, someplace where it's visible on the stream. I mean, that's the main thing. I'd like to have it somewhere where it's visible on the stream. But that's about as far as I thought with it. Take care, Ghost. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, even with the paint being light, this thing will light up like a Christmas tree under a black light. And this is UV reactive paint. Oop, tiny little hair. I hate hairs. Get off of there, little hair. Fine, come here. You forced me to do that. I have a feeling a lot of the next couple of streams are all going to be a fair amount of painting. The Sentinel's almost done. Or at the very least, he's approaching the final stages. I'm also wondering what to do with the crown. What kind of color should we get? The antler pieces are easy. But is the circlet metal? What color should we do? I'm thinking right now kind of a very, very dark metal, like a black iron kind of look to it. Oh, the moon pumpkins, those are the white ones, I'm guessing? I still need to plant my pumpkins. Yeah, cool. I am curious to see how those would go too. Been kind of afraid of planting my pumpkins because the weather has been so god-awful unpredictable. They say, of course, they're going to be ghost peppers. It's Halloween. Moon pumpkins and ghost peppers. How could it be anything different? Ah, for comfort. I might just use that spray paint on the crown first, get it all a nice antler off white. And then go from there. Nice. Cool name for that pepper, though. uh, Almost there. Let's use a little forced air here. 431. I thought this fan put out a lot more airflow than this. Huh. Well, guess I ought to get my box fan. Interesting. It's not really ready for another coat yet. Let's let that dry some more in the air. What else we got going on? Pumpkin is drying. Little guys need more. Get this bottom done. Hey Goliath, how's it going? Yeah, let's get the bottoms done. These brushes okay for that. Not my ideal, but I think they'll work. Doing the wrong thing once again. Good. You got what? Take another week on that thing? Gotcha. Yeah, probably at least another week then. Yeah, I can probably get away with doing this top, but I don't want to do that. I want to get the main bits. It's fine. All right, fuzzy cat. What is that? Hi, Madge. Good for ball. Living in a van down by the river. I gotta get a comfier chair up here. I gotta make a comfier chair and then haul it up here. All right, that one's about done. Next. Yes, I know how it can be made. I already have some plans from the interwebs. I just have to go down to the store, get the stuff, and get a nice day to work outside. And then I gotta append the measurements for myself. I actually already bought a set of caster wheels to make one. Let's just throw it. So I'm part of the way there. Yeah. Okay, this little guy is good. else need white while I'm thinking about it? No, not that I can think of. All right, spray on that. This needs a little bit of magic mix. You. It's making goobers. Can't see it shocks me, but ew. And that's not. I hate when brushes do that. Is I don't know if it's too wet to super glue right now. Yeah, same here, Wayne. Same here. Oh. Let's use a more ancient staple of my tribe. Oh. Hey Aaron, how's it going? E6000 says, you'll be fine soon. Should be good enough. Alright. Well, I guess I'll give this another coat. Take the crown down to spray. 447. Kind of want to be all mostly set tonight by 5 or so. Pumpkin's got more stuff going. These guys can be orange next time. That needs to be detail worked. And yeah. I might try that light brown on the sentinel ribs for a dry brush. Oh, sigh. It's a good time for a Friday. Take care, Cameron. Have a good one. We'll catch you around. Hopefully with your work coming in this Thursday. Or this coming Thursday, I should say. Have a good weekend. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, Cameron's a good guy. Little nunny, little zany, but a good guy. Who's not a little nutty and zany in high school? All right. Do 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 do. Have a good one, Lynn. Hope the rest of your work goes all right. Well, hoping that other 3D printed part is done by the time I get back downstairs. Nah. We're just a bunch of nutty, spooky art lovers and crafters who enjoy having a good time on Halloween. And any other time we can possibly throw any spookiness in there. Come to think of it, tonight I'm even playing Betrayal at House on the Hill, which is a spooky themed board game. And I can't wait because I love that game. Man. Stupid pollen season. Actually, I'm hearing all the cars kind of do the whoosh outside, so it must be raining. Yeah, I'm hearing the wet tire slosh. Currently, I've got a group doing Shadowrun on Thursday nights remotely. My buddy Will is DMing it. Probably going to be doing that for the rest of quarantine. And honestly, this is the very first role playing I have done since I kind of stopped doing it a number of years ago. I went to England. There's just no time, no groups. And I'm a really finicky, nitpicky RPGing person anyway. That needs more time to dry. Let's see if I got one of my big things of brown in there. There should be some. There it is. Yep. Ooh, this one was in need of a really good degooping. I mean, local groups are tough. You really kind of need a game store to meet the people. It's one of the issues I've found. Oh my god, that looks like freaking chocolate Hershey syrup. Ew. I guess it still paints though. Yeah, gaming with the too young crowd is a little painful sometimes. But like I said, I'm a bit of a gaming snob. I need to find a very dark. I need to find stronger arms. Alright, good. See, I want that acrylic to turn into a blob. Alright. So, what do we got here? Pavement. Alright. This is. Oh, there we go. Black Flash. Might be a little too dark for the crown. Blue. All right. So, crown colors. What do I have here? Antique copper. Still intact. Well, when I mean too young crowd, I mean gaming with, basement dwelling teenager types / 20-year-old types. Like I said, I'm a snob. I'm an absolute gaming snob. Alright, so pavement. What's this? Craft Smart dark gray. Might work. I just hate the people now these days who are like, I'm gonna go to the park. I'm gonna go to the tavern. I'm gonna pick up chicks. Then go to a real tavern and try to do it. Doing it in effigy is kind of sad. Wow, how old is this one? Good God. Yeah, if you can't find a group, then you're kind of stuck. Yeah, this thing looks like an absolute dried up husk. I'm not gonna give it space in the paint collection. What are you? English Navy. It's a navy blue. Is this we also need kind of a bone white. Lemon chiffon. Can use that to make a bone white. We're gonna need a yellow for stain. Oh, I got that really good. It's here. What else we got? Pewter gray. Already pulled one out. Barn red. Another pewter gray. UV reactive blue. What are you? Are you pure white? Yeah, you look a little pure white. Wait. I don't have an off-white. Alright. Then we have all the very specially reactive glow-in-the-darks. The MX24s. I have this. Watercolor. Alright. Okay. I've got some food colorings as well to mix with alcohol. You can go there. Okay, crown's gonna need something like that flavored. And you guys can go back in here. I had a brown one of those. Little. Yep, I have a black. Those take for flip all ever to dry too. Alright. Somewhere between these colors, we got the crown without problem. That's fine. I also have these, but I really don't want to use them. Perlex powders. Alright. Well, let's do a little experiment here. Hey, it's the skull. You should be good to experiment on. I need a piece of cardboard. Hey, piece of cardboard. Oh. I should probably bring up some paper plates. I like to use them for dry brushing more. Yeah. Oh my God. Things like iron. Alright. Get it broke up. Let's go. Oh, that's right. I just E6000'd you. So that means it's you, bucko. I'm still kind of trying to get my wash game on, to be honest with you. Because if I use an acrylic in water, it always comes out kind of crap. I like to use the something in alcohol. Better, makes more of a stain. We'll see. Alright, it's time for... Does a brown dry brush or a light brown dry brush over witch wood help? It's too light. Come here. Or do I just not notice it at all? I don't even notice it. Okay, so that means yeah. Whew, good thing we caught this. This one was almost slime. I'm still not noticing a fart's worth of difference. Well, again, somebody I saw said that they did a dry brush over their stuff and it looked really good. At least I'm seeing the dry brush now. So I was just kind of curious. I mean, it's not hurting the look, but it's not making it go pow either. Yeah, maybe it is more than I think. Well, there's only one way to know for sure. Hmm. Good stuff, Garrett. I'll be on my way to do that pretty soon myself. A little too much yellow. Mm. Hot wing pizza sounds really good. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I don't know that it's sprucing things up to a degree that's making me really go, wow. It certainly isn't bad. It is brightening up what otherwise is an absolutely interminably dark rib cage. But I don't know that it's. Yeah, you might get a little bit more of a pop with a gray base. I see no reason not to try that. Yeah, that's very true. The likelihood of a real noticement is low. Because that was a brown and yellow. I also don't want to do anything I'm going to regret. I see you. You can dry brush black, but typically with dry brushes, you generally always want to go for something lighter in color because you want to make the raised edges pop. And to the human eye, a lighter color always appears to be closer in proximity. So whenever you can, you want to go with a bright dry brush. So we're thinking here. We're thinking a gray brown, possibly. There's my gray. I'm tempted to try just straight gray here, especially if I'm just dry brushing it. Let's grab the screw up skull. Okay, that's not bad. In fact, that's pretty goddamn good. Can't do a lot of it. Gray yellow. All right. Let me finish giving this a. Actually, no, I want an area to test. So, gray yellow. You think? Yellow. Too much yellow. I don't know that I like it more than just the gray, but yeah, what the hell. All right, let's risk the main project a little bit. Certainly not terrible. Come here, you big old bugger. Take care, Wayne. Have a good one. Too much on the brush. And that'll mute down as it dries a bit. Yeah, I'm a believer. It definitely, because before I was thinking it might need a little green or something to give it some sort of, again, just a little more edge pop. This does that well without forcing me to use a living color. You know, it almost gives it a coloring that looks vaguely like a slight patina of mold, which is perfect for a haunted setting. Let's hit that in here before I do orange on that. Yep, good call, Goliath. Good call. Very good call. You're a damn good color consultant, Goliath. I think it gives an extra layer of depth. Yeah, I like that a lot. Cool. Possibly. Let me get that thing fully oranged first, and then we'll see what else we want to do with it. Toss that up for a bit. Let's hit the arms. It's kind of a 2 parts gray to 1 part yellow. Hmm. Hopefully that'll stay in place. Hmm. Want a bit of a heavy dry brush in here. And then as it dries, it'll mute. Wow. Thanks, Doc. No, it too much in there. It's working. Again, it's unfortunately not going to be something that people are going to see a lot of on Halloween night because, again, the detail will be lost a bit, but we'll know it's there. Hey, Joey, how's it going? Top area should be dry by now. Too much. All right. Not bad. As far as I'm concerned, just as long as it doesn't look abhorrently brown, we're in a good shape. Hi, Madge. How you doing, kitty cat? Yeah, it does almost have a vaguely mummified look to it. And it's good. Take some of the vivaciousness out of the wood, makes it look a little bit more dead. And that, as far as I'm concerned, is a good thing. Man, if you want to, man, I'm happy to put anything up that you would like the world to see. Too much. Damn. Huh. Whew. Well, let's say we'll put things up within reason. So if you want lots of stuff up on there, then you're going to have to get your own page. But I'm happy to put key works up to show off your stuff and give you a venue to, describe to other folks, what did you make? Oh, I made this. Here, go to this site. That's where it's at. You can see it. Yeah. One of those. Happy to be a fellow enthusiast, but I'm not going to be a web manager. Y'all got to do that yourselves. All right, I'm a believer in dry brushing witchwood now. I used to think the stain was all you needed, but you can get some more life out of it. Yeah, do whatever tutorial you want. Doesn't matter to me. I'm not making a living off of this, so. You want to do a pumpkin tutorial, sentinel tutorial, witch bottle tutorial? I don't care. The more tutorials out there on how to do cool stuff, the better. From any, all, and every source. What time I got? 5:43. Okay. Okay. Cool. There we go. There we go. Come on, camera, figure it out. Close enough. I'm going to hold off on any kind of metallics on it, just because it fundamentally still is, you know, a tree branch, and therefore shouldn't really be shining like metal. Yeah, I agree. And it makes it look a little bit more dead while giving it some highlights. So I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. We'll hit the face with it eventually. But, and again, it's getting on towards 6, and I got some stuff I gotta handle. So I'll take the crown downstairs, give it a good hit of, come to think of it, it's raining right now. No, it's not raining, it's snowing. It's snowing now. Lovely. Maybe I won't be able to go outside and give my stuff a good hit of stuff. Yeah, that taps all the edges, gives them some highlights, and it doesn't take away at all from any of the brown witchwood that's already there. So, yeah, it does a damn fine job. Now, the only other actual thing to do with this is to, instead of, gotta start prepping the pipe here. What am I hitting? Yep. Friggin' snow. And that sucker's got to get hit. It's going to be black all the way from there and up, and we'll get it as hidden as we can with some burlap. It's 80 there, but we got snow here. It's always snowing here. All right. I'm not going to smush that around much more. Ooh. Fortunately, dry brushing dries really, really fast. So, cool. Yep, that is excellent. Gives it a much more dead look. We'll work on painting the head more later on. The skull's fine. The skull's not really meant to be a highlight or anything, but it's okay. I kind of still want to get like a scrub. Come to think of it, where's one of my fine sanders? Get some of that blended. It's fine. It's not fine. True that. I do like Vermont though. Alright. And that'll be sitting like that anyway, so. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna drain the water out of this. Give these brushes all a fresh hit. That brush is fine. This is going to go back downstairs unless I do more work tonight. We'll see. Maybe I'll leave it up here for now. It's not going anywhere, and it's not going bad. I got all the paints. Otherwise, this is going to go downstairs to get sprayed with this. Sprayed a nice bone white. We are otherwise good. All right, everybody. Thanks very much for hanging out. Another fun afternoon of crafting. We'll get more stuff done. That Sentinel's almost set. We'll get him all done, and we'll put together another chassis for another big old Sentinel. It'll be a little bit more of a forward reacher. We'll have some fun with that. Take care, and we will catch you later on. Thanks for joining me. You guys are great. Restroom. Don't eat smoke. Cat, guess what time it is? Oh, I'm here creeping. What are you doing? Are you trying to tell me something? Are you trying to tell me something, Cat? What are you trying to tell me, Madge?